time.
Without racing, there is no Honda.
When I am actually driving, just detach me completely from anything else.
It was fantastic to be able to the first time for Mclaren.
Life is measured in achievement, not in years of glory.
Ladies and gentlemen, McLaren Honda's challenger for 2017, the Mcl32. I can tell by the amount of phones out that you're all as impressed as I. She is a beast. And I'd like to introduce up onto the stage to tell us a little bit more about it, McLaren's Executive Director, Zach Brown. Zach, after months of speculation, here she is. How satisfied are you with the end product?
It's awesome. First, I'd like to welcome everyone here to McLaren. This is such a special place. It's a very special day for all of us, and certainly me, being my first time at a car launch. But coming back to the car, which is what today is about, I think it's a beautiful piece of art, and I can't wait to see Fernando and Stoffel running around the racetrack.
It must have been one of the first jobs across your desk, wasn't it? Choosing the new livery, or helping to choose the new livery. As a self-professed McLaren nut, that must have been quite fun.
It definitely wasn't me. It was a collective group, trust me. And we went through a variety of designs, and ultimately it was in response to fans. We've had so much outreach from the fans saying, we want to have some orange, we want to have some orange. And ultimately, like all the decisions that are being taken in here, we're now run by what we call the Executive Committee, which is Sheikh Mohammed, who's here with us today, and Mansour Ogier, who unfortunately is not. And they set the vision and the direction, and have tasked Jonathan and I and the leadership team and Eric with the racing team to get back to winning world championships. And that's what our clear focus is.
Well, going to be driving. What do you think of this? I know you saw it about an hour ago, but have you had time to have a little sniff around?
Well, fantastic. Obviously, it's the first time we saw it today. Yesterday, I think the last parts were coming in together, so yeah, really excited. Nice to see some McLaren color as well, some orange, and also obviously with the new regulations, the car seems spectacular, and you know, I'm looking forward.
What do you think of the shark fin at the back? Is this one of the sexier cars that you think you've driven in your career, Fernando, or you will have driven?
Well, I think they become sexy when they are fast. So let's wait and see. But definitely is probably the most beautiful cars that I drove in the last 16 years with the new regulation, with the big tires. You know, everything looks sexy from the outside. And yeah, from the cars we saw a little bit on internet this week. Definitely, I pick up this one in terms of you know, the aesthetics and how strong it looks.
Well, we're told it's going to be fast. From everything that we're hearing, one unnamed sim driver said that it's going to be frightening this year. You can see the amount of mechanical grip you got, kind of the amount of downforce you've got. Is it, do you think, going to separate the men from the boys?
Let's wait and see. I think there are some hopes on these regulations that will improve the show and will make the car faster, will make also the driver or the excitement of the driving these cars a little bit bigger. But I think we need to wait and see. Next week we will have some answers in Barcelona, and after a couple of races we will see a little bit more. But definitely, you know, it's a good change for Formula One, something that we needed probably to have a fast cars and good-looking cars. And let's hope for the best, and obviously for McLaren a good year.
Stoffel, there's only so many coffees a man can have in the paddock, and we've shared a few over the last couple of years. You must be absolutely itching to get into this and have a full season.
Yes, exactly. It's a very exciting time for me to be part of McLaren Honda as a finally full-time race driver. Yeah, it's now been 4 years since I've been part of McLaren Honda. First as a young driver, then as a reserve driver, and been to many Grand Prix. But yeah, finally I'm getting a go at it, and yeah, in 2 days it's gonna be the moment to step in. So really exciting and looking forward to it.
You've got a reasonable benchmark in Fernando. Do you think you can take the fight to him?
I'll try. Yeah, definitely. But I think the focus for a team as McLaren Honda is getting the team back to the front. The last 2 years have been a bit difficult for us, but it's been all about making progress. We've done that over the last 2 years, and I think the focus is to work together as a team, work with the engineers, and really make sure this package gets back to winning. I'm
sure the youngsters like Max Verstappen, Carlos Sainz, some of the other guys coming in must have given you the confidence to get in and take the fight to some of the older guys. But I'm wondering about the physical challenge here. Now, personally, I find it quite easy to put on 5 or 6 pounds over the course of a season. It's not necessarily muscle, but I know you boys have had to bulk up for this. Tell me about the physical challenge that it's going to provide for you, and do you think it's going to be, as the guy was saying, you know, really difficult early on in the season to get to grips with it?
I think we first have to wait and see how it feels in Barcelona, but from experience in the simulator, it definitely feels it's the faster cars. They're faster than last year, and it will be a challenge again for the drivers, especially during like the hotter races. And yeah, I mean, if we look at the cornering speeds, they're a lot higher than what we had last year. So it will be a step up, but you know, we're prepared for that. We've had a long winter of training, so we can't wait to start now.
And finally, Fernando, to you, how's the motivation? You know, what are your aspirations and hopes for this season? Do you share with Zach in no promises, just get out there and try to better last year?
Well, I think yeah, definitely it's an important season for us. Has been difficult 2015, a difficult 2016, and I think with this year's project we have high hopes that McLaren will come back to where we belong. So let's wait and see. I think Formula One, there are not exactly mathematics. It's a very complex sport, so we need to don't promise anything to the fans or to ourselves. Just work hard, do a good winter testing with a lot of mileage, because we need to have a lot of information about this package and to have a clear direction for the next couple of months. But you know, if we are here today, it's because we believe we can win. And you know, I think the team has done a fantastic job. Everything starts today, for the people, for the fans, for the media. But for the team, started 7 or 8 months ago, of 24 hours a day. So all that hard work is this result. And if everyone worked 24 hours a day for 8 months, it's because they want to be world champions, as we want as well. So let's wait and see.
Well, you'll know a lot more about it in the coming test in Barcelona as we lead up to Australia. Ladies and gentlemen, this year's McLaren Honda drivers, Stoffel Vandoorne and Fernando Alonso.